The week of November 3-7 on the Bold, and the beautiful promises to be an emotional roller coaster that hits every note from heartbreak to high drama. The Forresters and Logans are tangled in turmoil once again, as family loyalties are tested, old flames reignite, and shocking secrets threaten to destroy fragile truces. With Liam and Hope facing a devastating parenting dilemma and Sheila Carter's marriage hitting an unexpected snag, Lowe's Angels is about to explode with tension. Liam and Hope's daughter dilemma, a painful parenting crossroads. After weeks of uneasy peace between Liam Spencer and Hope Logan, the cracks in their co-parenting facade begin to widen. The catalyst, their daughter, Bate Spencer, and a school incident that reopens wounds neither parent wanted to face. Bate's teacher calls Hope in for a meeting after the little girl bursts into tears during a family drawing project, confessing that she doesn't know who's really in her family anymore. It's a gut punch moment for Hope, who realizes how deeply Bate is affected by her parents' separation and by seeing her mother's growing closeness to Thomas Forrester. When Liam arrives, tensions flare immediately. Hope accuses him of undermining her parenting choices, while Liam insists that Bate needs consistency, not confusion. She doesn't understand why there's another man around all the time, Liam argues, referring to Thomas. She needs her parents, Hope, not you playing house with someone else's father. Hope, visibly shaken, insists that Thomas has been nothing but kind and stable, something Liam hasn't always managed to be. But even she can't deny the complexity of explaining her new relationship dynamic to their daughter. The conversation ends in heartbreak rather than resolution, with Hope tearfully wondering whether she's doing right by her child, or simply repeating the mistakes of her own parents. Later in the week, Hope confides in Brooke, who reminds her that love is complicated but children see things in black and white. Brooke warns, "If Bate is hurting, you and Liam have to put your egos aside. Otherwise, you risk losing more than just your marriage. You could lose her trust." Brooke's advice hits home, but the real question is whether Hope and Liam can set aside their lingering emotions and do what's best for Bate, or if their unresolved feelings will make co-parenting impossible. Thomas draws a line, or does he? Meanwhile, Thomas Forrester finds himself once again at the center of the storm. Despite promising Hope that he'll take things slow and respect boundaries, Thomas can't hide his frustration when he overhears Liam's criticisms. He's tired of being treated like the villain when all he wants is a real family with Hope. But Thomas's inner demons aren't gone completely. A late-night conversation with his reflection, a haunting nod to his past breakdowns, reveals that his obsession with Hope may still simmer beneath the surface. "I can't lose her," he whispers. "Not again." Still, when Hope reaches out, Thomas surprises her. Instead of trying to persuade her to stay away from Liam, he encourages her to focus on Bate and co-parent peacefully. "If you need to step back, I'll understand," he says sincerely. Hope is visibly moved, but the chemistry between them remains undeniable. The week leaves Thomas walking a fine line between redemption and relapse. Fans will be left wondering, can Thomas truly change, or is his calm just the quiet before another storm? Sheila's marriage setback, trouble in paradise. Across town, another couple's love story begins to fracture, this time in spectacular Sheila Carter fashion. After their passionate vow renewal, Sheila and Deacon Sharp seemed ready to take on the world together. But that fairytale glow quickly fades when reality hits. Sheila's past refuses to stay buried, and whispers start circulating that someone may have reported her for violating parole conditions. When a mysterious figure delivers an envelope to Il Giardino, Deacon's entire demeanor changes. Inside are photos of Sheila at the Cliff House weeks ago, uninvited, watching Finn and Steffi from the shadows. Deacon confronts her, furious and heartbroken. "You swore you were done stalking them," he shouts. "You said you were ready to live a normal life." Sheila, panicked, insists she only went to make sure Finn was safe, but Deacon isn't buying it. Their argument spirals into one of their most explosive fights yet. "You can't change who you are, Sheila," he says bitterly, "and loving you might ruin me." For a brief moment, it looks like Sheila's world might crumble. She retreats to her old habits, angry, desperate, cornered. But instead of violence, she does something unexpected. She packs her bags and leaves Deacon's apartment. "I won't drag you down," she says softly, tears streaming. "But don't pretend you didn't love the danger, Deacon. It's what made you want me." Deacon watches her walk out, torn between heartbreak and relief. But he knows this isn't the end. Nothing with Sheila ever truly is. Deacon's dilemma: love or loyalty? After Sheila's departure, Deacon confides in Taylor Hayes, who returns to town for a short visit. Their unlikely friendship reignites old sparks of understanding and mutual respect. Taylor urges Deacon to choose himself and his daughter over the chaos Sheila brings. "You've done the work," Taylor says. "You've built a business, a life, a second chance. Don't throw it all away for someone who thrives in chaos." Deacon admits he's torn. "Sheila may be chaos," he says, "but she's also the first person who ever believed I was worth saving." This emotional confession could mark the start of something new between Deacon and Taylor, or reignite an old rivalry with Sheila if she discovers their renewed connection. Forrester family fallout. While Liam and Hope navigate their family issues and Deacon faces heartbreak, the Forrester family braces for its own storm. Ridge grows concerned about Thomas's involvement with Hope again, while Steffi, freshly returned to town, warns her brother not to repeat history. Steffi's homecoming also sets the stage for a showdown with Sheila. When Steffi learns that Sheila violated boundaries yet again, she makes it her mission to ensure that woman is permanently out of their lives. "If Sheila thinks she can worm her way back into our family, she'll regret it," Steffi vows. Expect fierce confrontations and emotional fireworks as Steffi reclaims her place at the center of the Forrester empire, just as the Logan Forrester tensions reignite. What's next in Los Angeles? By the end of the week, lives are once again hanging by a thread. Hope and Liam are forced to make a painful choice about Bates' emotional well-being. Thomas's fragile control may shatter under the pressure of jealousy. Sheila and Deacon's marriage faces the ultimate test: love versus survival. And Steffi's return guarantees that no secret will stay buried for long. In classic bold and the beautiful fashion, the week ends on a cliffhanger. A mysterious phone call to Ridge reveals that someone has gone missing, and all signs point to Sheila. Has she run away, or is she plotting her next move? Either way, the fallout will leave every relationship in shambles. One thing is certain: love in Los Angeles is never simple, and no one gets out unscathed.